Welcome to a K Story Tale. This is episode 3 of True and Loyal Friend, Lucky. On the third morning after Lucky went missing, the silence in the house was unbearable for little Vicky. The kind-hearted boy, with his big, emotional eyes, felt a pain in his chest that he just couldn't ignore anymore. He knew he had to do something. Without a word to his parents, he quietly slipped out the front door, his small heart set on one mission: to find his beloved dog, Lucky. Vicky made his way to the park, the place where he and Lucky had shared so many happy memories. "Lucky! Lucky!" he called out, his voice filled with a desperate hope. He searched everywhere, his small legs carrying him from tree to tree, behind every bench, and through every patch of grass. But the park was empty. His loyal, light golden Labrador with those sad, hopeful eyes was nowhere to be found. The sun climbed higher in the sky, and Vicky's energy began to fade. He was hungry, thirsty, and so very tired. He found a spot under a large tree and sat down, his shoulders slumped in disappointment. Yet, even as exhaustion took over, he never stopped looking, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of his best friend. He didn't know how long he'd been walking, but soon he realized he was in a place he had never seen before. The streets were deserted, the buildings unfamiliar. A cold feeling of fear started to creep into his heart. He was lost. Just as panic began to set in, he heard a familiar car horn. It was his parents. Relief washed over him as his worried mother and father ran to him, their faces a mix of anger and overwhelming concern. They hugged him tightly and took him back home. But the ordeal had taken its toll. Soon after they returned, Vicky fell sick. He had a high fever and no energy to even get out of bed. Worried sick, his parents rushed him to the hospital. After examining him, the calm, kind doctor sat them down. The doctor explained that there was nothing physically wrong with Vicky in the way they imagined. His illness, the doctor said, wasn't from a virus or an infection. It was caused by deep emotional pain, a sickness of the heart from the unbearable loss of his dog, Lucky. Hearing this, Vicky's parents finally understood the true depth of the bond between their son and his dog. It wasn't just a pet. Lucky was family. They knew they had to find him. Not just for Vicky, but for all of them. Their search began with a new sense of urgency. They'd printed hundreds of pamphlets with Lucky's sweet, gentle face on them, posting them on every lamppost, in every shop window, and at every street corner. They even announced a reward for anyone who could bring their boy's best friend home. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the city, the day ended in sadness. There was still no news of Lucky. That night, Vicky cried himself to sleep, his small hand clutching the pillow, dreaming of his furry friend. And somewhere far away in a place unknown, Lucky, the loyal Labrador, lay down with a soft whimper. He too was thinking of his little boy, waiting silently, patiently, for the day they would be together again. Will loyalty reunite them? Will Lucky return to Vicky? Watch the next episode to find out. And don't forget to subscribe to a K Story Tale.